Welcome to Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Evangelical Alliance Ireland. My name is Colin Creighton. I'm a pastor in Creighton Baptist Church in County Monaghan and a Christian psychotherapist with Soul Story. This is our final message in our little series as we come into this new year and as we adopt Solomon's prayer for wisdom. That humble prayer that as Solomon looked ahead on the role that God had given him, on the journey that he was going on with God, he prayed for wisdom that he would know how to do it right. And so we've been praying for wisdom that we would know God better, that we would know ourselves better, and that we would know people better. And our final prayer this morning is that we would know the times that we live in. There is a passage in 1 Chronicles 12 where it's talking about all the different tribes and all the warriors that they have, and there's the tribe of Ephraim and their brave warriors, and the tribe of Zebulun and the warriors that could use any weapon you could imagine, and it goes through all these tribes and the soldiers that they offer, and then it gets to the men of Issachar. And I love the way it describes the men of Issachar. It said the men of Issachar who understood the times and knew what Israel should do. You see, Israel had plenty of tribes that were full of warriors and soldiers and experienced in battle, but they also needed the men of Issachar who understood the times and knew what Israel should do. And so one of our prayers is that we go into this new year that we know God better, we know ourselves better, that we know people better, but also that we understand the times that we live in so that we know what God's people should do. And Ireland has gone through such changes over the last few decades. And I think about the story that Jesus told of the evil spirit that lived in the house, and it was chased out, but it came back with its 7 buddies. And Ireland has gone through a season where the corruption of what has happened in the shadows of religion over the years has been exposed. And it feels like Ireland has said, we have had enough of the poison of the corruption that has happened in religious circles. And it's like that evil spirit has been chased away. So you have no place here anymore. But there's always the question of what replaces it. Does it just come back in different form with 7 of its buddies, and the position that you're left off at the end is worse than the beginning? And actually Ireland is starting to find its feet spiritually. What is the spiritual climate of the land that we love? And there has been a reintroduction of paganism. There has been movements of secularism. But what's fascinating is that actually the gospel is stepping in to some of those voids. That there are men and women all across our beautiful island that are searching. That we are done with the corrupt religion that abuse people, and we're hostile towards the ways of God. But now there's a season where we are searching, we are longing, and some people don't know where to look. But some people are rediscovering the old message of what Christ has done for us. And our prayer is that as we go into this new year, that we would be those men of Issachar, that we would understand the times that we are in, that there is a spiritual void, there is a spiritual vacuum that will be filled with something. And wouldn't it be amazing if we filled it with the good news of Jesus Christ? If we pointed people to the only one who can bring redemption from sin, if we pointed people to the only one who can bring rest for our souls. Our prayer as we join the prayers of Solomon, that God would grant us the wisdom to go on this journey with him, that we would understand God better, we would understand ourselves better, we would understand people better, and we would understand the times that we find ourselves, that we might take the wonderful news of Jesus Christ and share it with a lost world. The Son of Man came to seek and save the lost. Listen, God bless you in the year ahead, and keep tuning in to join for Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Evangelical Alliance.